The instrument on the map. Everything is intact. Could have been a seamstress, still wouldn't come slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Didn't really piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden. Like, call me Buffy cause that's what I slay like. These I sound them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it's like, yo, what it's like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you have this for me? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell them give up now, give my baby 35.
You gonna get the groceries out of that?
We're gonna have to pause real quick.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. Darius Stewart now on the return. He'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
They messed up her
Mahomes to throw on second down. Toward the sideline, look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, here's Mahomes. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Now here's Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The tight end KC was the intended target. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Smith. It's complete to Grant. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A little juke, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Gino on first down. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a very difficult task.
Now Smith. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Left, 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 left.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Ziggy Ansah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start the drive with Washington, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Second down, here's Smith. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's the Raiders punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Left, 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 left.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Anunwa, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They go again with Muhammad. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Mahomes going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Black 58 round.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean...
And he is in! Touchdown, Kansas City! A great effort there! A 3-yard touchdown run! And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Washington. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Washington. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, how you managed to get power? Out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 2, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They snap it to Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes to throw on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got Decker, left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Dances by him. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It's a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
be?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Boykin. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got a moonwalk. And a great move again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Chris Jones on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now from the red zone, Boykin on first. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Boykin. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Boykin to throw on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This time, Boykin looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Anthony leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a breaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And they'll run it here. Finding some room at midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Shawty keep taking my pose. Walking in the club when I wanted to get the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, just cut them in rolls. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mall. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this is how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Crazy different city with some different. I switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm and for love. And you know I'm never like it. Gotta do it. That's up in traffic. Water on my body. In automatic. I drink water with a fasting. Use a Haskell on me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm from Africa. Baby, wait your time and get it on. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. Tryna spend the whole M with some clothes. Got up on the first one at the show. Got a like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Feel like I ain't kinda with you.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Really, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I write my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. Just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace with street is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I'll defend you. Both of my five offend you.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus, yelling till a million $1 Yup, like in the Kango Ella. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to get the thing from a text, so I count setting numbers in the hood, do what I say do. Break bread, a fake dead, a bitch that hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no heat hog. Like the Black Panther, weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could've been pretty great. I Mike Brown get down with a homie and a half a. Let me buy Sergeant Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Praying hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I roll to the 4x4. Believe if I won't go see you with, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk it. Roll by the car line with smoke it. Call case with the case and the phone. They want you get I live today rapping back, catching them back what they catching back. Ain't roll my, but we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up the zeros. Certified neighborhood heroes. You can try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweep, blue 14. What's up? Hup, hup, hup.
We to the mat, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama at. That would if I'm trying to battle rap. Head, B1 and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us nothing till you up that jury, that money. Playing games, thinking showing up funny. When for me, yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that the day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. The one thing I want, but it can't go by. Trying to push these wheels on the railroad. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know, so you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac, get a new hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady decking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all over what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. Deep. Still remember me when they sick of me. They around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what I get. Trap music, all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music, all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
checking to go. A lot of these were lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Right from the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look white. Why even play with so light? Bank account looking like yikes. I move from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. New Gucci sweater is drip. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I have. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be options. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy related, I'm calling the block. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts cold? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Ain't shit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these were lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Right from the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. But you look white. Why even play with so light? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Yo, that's what. Get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Zip it back, they like a polo. They popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turn to Rojo. Already came into a snake. Going wild down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Angry and frizzy. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now like mistletoe. My own. Not gonna lie, some of these clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Don't get this on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spin any can in my rain. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my eggs down and walk around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you walking read blocks on treetops, getting walk, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, what it no, it's time. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these were lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Steph Curry wasn't drafted. Started his college career at Liberty, then Duke. 2 years in the G League. Signed 10-day contracts, was cut multiple times. His first 2 years in the NBA, he played for 3 different teams for a total of 4 games. And he finally turned it around. He got a chance in Sacramento and then played well in Dallas. But even after his good year in Dallas, he had a bad leg injury and had to sit out an entire season. It's been nothing but obstacles for him. Now he's found a good place in Portland, was 3rd in the NBA in three-point percentage, and you can see his confidence building. Backdoor, Steph Curry bangs it home. Damian Lillard, in and out and in again. He finally gets on the board, and it puts Portland up by 12. See the adjustment. They put a double screen, a high double screen to give him some man space. Steph Curry trying to draw a foul on that last three-point attempt. Lillard runs into Looney, now drives, foul by Iguodala, and more free throws for the Portland Trailblazers. But again, Coach, putting 2 guys up there, giving them an option to come off or go the opposite way.
And good screens. They got him some separation. That's still a tough shot. Deep, and he's perfected that deep 3.
Lillard was telling us before the game, when they looked at the tape, he said there was nothing that we can't fix. Well, they've fixed a lot so far. There's still a long way to go. But it's a different team here in game 2.
Just their mentality. They haven't made the same mistakes offensively or defensively tonight.
Draymond Green racing up the floor. Good transition defense. Green directing the offense.
What they've done differently tonight is they're pressuring Draymond Green at the high post versus dropping and sagging. And I think that commitment to ball pressure has brought a different level of mentality. We're going to be up and into you and dictate what shots you get versus back on our heels.
That foul was on Seth Curry on the pass inside. His first 13 foul.
But you said it in game one. If I was a coach, I'd be watching the game listening to the brilliance of JBG.
I don't think they're saying the same thing.
Draymond Green turns. Cannon was right there to knock it away. Still Warriors ball. 3.3 to shoot.
And if you're Seth Curry, you got to know they're going to throw it in and have his brother come right back in.
Draymond Green catch and shoot and drills a jumper. Green with 8 points in the first half.
And that's a good shot. Defensively, you say good shot. There's nothing I can do about that. Those are shots you're willing to live with as the opposition.
Portland, who shot 36% in game one. Right now it's 51%. Aminu, all the time in the world, sets fires, can't hit. And Steph Curry with a rebound. His brother Seth guarding him. Green sets the screen. They find Green, alley-oop to Looney, knocked away by Lillard, ball loose, picked up by Iguodala. And a traveling call on Seth Curry. Turnover number 8. We'll take a break, a little over 2 minutes to go, first half. Portland, impressive.
Critics everywhere agree. John Wick is wicked good. Yeah. It's gorgeously choreographed.
Oh, very much so.
And one of the best trilogies ever made.
Very cool.
John Wick Chapter 3, rated R.
Our fiery buffalo chicken pizza is on fire. Try it, or the Super Hawaiian Pizza for just $12 for a large, for a limited time at Papa John's.
Once upon a time, I was drinking Dos Equis. Now I'm just waiting at the bar. There's nothing I can do. There's a really big crowd at the bar.
Summer jams with Dos Equis. Keep it interessante.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. All new BMW 3 Series. Hurry in to lease a 2019 BMW 330i X-Drive sedan for $429 a month.
Introducing new Sprite Lemonade.
Yeah!
It's the cool, crisp taste of Sprite with just a splash of lemonade. Just a splash makes all the difference.
And we welcome back Gary, who's already won 3 cars, 2 motorcycles, a boat, and an RV. I would not want to pay that insurance bill.
Oh, I have Progressive, so I just bundled everything with my home insurance. Saved me a ton of money.
Love you, Gary! You don't have to buzz in. It's not a question, Gary. On March 1st, 1810.
Frederick Chopin.
Collapsing in 226.
The Colossus of Rhodes.
Louise Dustman.
Brahms' Lullaby or Peekaboo. Not today, Ron.
You put your right arm in, you put your right arm out, you put your right arm in, and then you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, you put your whole self in, and you shake it all out. That's what it's all about.
Say aloha to Papa John's Super Hawaiian Pizza, featuring Canadian bacon and sweet, sweet pineapple. Or try the fiery buffalo chicken pizza. For a limited time, both are just $12 for a large at Papa John's.
Well, Well, Steph and Seth Curry's one of our golden moment brought to you by McDonald's. They've been around the NBA their entire lives. Their dad, Dell, as we told you earlier, 16 years in the NBA. And part of that life was getting to shoot around in NBA arenas, including in Toronto, where Dell spent part of his career. They fell in love with the game early. And now here they are, these two brothers. First two brothers to ever compete against each other in a conference final. It's a great moment for the family, although a difficult moment at times. And both competing and getting after each other here in game two. While mom and dad watch. Now, Dell has the Portland jersey in the front and the Golden State in the back, and vice versa for Sonya, the mom.
All the success their sons have had, as Lillard hits another deep three.
Set with a steal, layup on goal.
But it can overshadow how good a player Del Curry was. Trying to game plan against him with that quick release and his size, murder.
His record of most threes off the bench in NBA history was broken this year by Lou Williams.
Former teammate of mine with the Toronto Raptors, outstanding in the discussion with anybody that's ever played as far as shooting the basketball. Doesn't get enough credit, and you're right.
And if I was him, I'd just wear my own jersey. I'm Pops.
No, you would.
Yeah, I would.
But, you know, watching that Steph and Steph one-on-one, having fun in the arena, it only made me think we have to have some footage of young Stan and Jeff Van Gundy somewhere.
All I know is I won and lost with honor. I can't say the same about my brother.
Draymond Green misses the second. That foul was on Harkless. 3 fouls on Harkless. Aminu had a good start. The runner comes up short. Rebound tipped and taken by Klay Thompson. Thompson, ball. I don't know if it slipped out or Canada got a hand on it. Here comes Lillard. Seth Curry steps in with 3. Knocks it down. First three-pointer tonight, Seth Curry's second field goal. And he's done a nice job off the bench. It's a 17-point Portland lead.
He's been a difference maker. Not only the shots that you talked about, but his defense against his brother.
Looney, foul, count, and one. Come on, Looney, another offensive rebound and put back. You want to talk about a turnaround. The Portland Trailblazers, when you take Game 7 of the Denver series, Game 1 of this series, they were 11 for 54 in those 2 games from three-point range. They're 10 for 19 here in the first half tonight.
Golden State Game 1, 17 threes. Shot over 50% from the three-point line. It's the power of the three in this era.
McCollum back up top. Aminu to Lillard. Iguodala guarding him. Lillard finds some room, kicks it back up top. Seth Curry just grabs it, shot clock winding down. It's a 2, fires a 3. Rebound taken by Lillard. Tanner's work helping that opportunity. Lillard step back 3. Got it. Oh, Damian Lillard finding the range. They're 11 for 21 from downtown. Curry to the basket using that left hand. Lillard thought there was a push off. 19 for Curry. No fouls to give for Golden State. Well, there's about a 3-second different shot clock and game clock. Lillard finds Aminu. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Curry's going to get a chance. Half court. It'll count if it goes. And the first half comes to an end. Curry did have 19, but what a performance from T.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. They hit 11 threes and lead by 15. The turn at halftime coming up. Ball's hang off. Michelle Trunty down in the corner here. What a first half for Portland.
NBA Conference Finals on ESPN is brought to you by HyperX Gaming, the leader in performance gaming gear. HyperX Gaming knows that casual or pro, console or PC, whatever you play, however you play, we're all gamers.
electrolytes, zero sugar. Get more out of Zero.
You only get so many firsts in life, Lisa, and this bite of Wingstop is one of them. This is where lemon and pepper get a buttery bag, where 11 flavors each go to 11. Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Superb first half here in Game 2 for Portland. After they shot just 36% from the field in Game 1, C.J. McCollum came out firing and had 16 points in the opening 2 quarters. Damian Lillard got off to a slow start shooting, but he's got 10. 2 quarters complete. Blazers by 15 here in the conference final.
Gangs are forming to liberate tacos from Tuesday. Whatever gang you roll with, it's time to fight for tacos any night. Get Taco Bell party packs delivered to your gang.
This is Jerry. Jerry has a membership to this gym, but he's not using it. And he has subscriptions to a music service he doesn't listen to, and 5 streaming video services he doesn't watch. This is Jerry learning that he's still paying for this stuff he's not using. He's seeing his recurring payments in Control Tower, in the Wells Fargo mobile app. This is Jerry canceling a few things. Booyah. This is Jerry all set to watch the next game. This is Wells Fargo.
This would be awkward if you were sharing these nachos with anyone but yourself. Nachos are now a meal with your choice of double the seasoned beef or slow-cooked shredded chicken plus a medium drink. The $5 Grande Nachos box, only at Taco Bell.
When did you lose control? Was it when you became a number and not a person? Or was it when you accepted that this is just the way things are? Truth is, you didn't lose control. You gave it up. Because you have a choice. You can make them too big to fail and fail to belong to something bigger. Or you can put your money where your values lie and make your community too strong to fail. The choice is yours. Or are you going to give that up too?
Celebrate 40 years of Larry H. Miller dealerships with us. We opened our first dealership in 1979, looking down the road to the future. And today, with more than 60 dealerships across 7 states with millions of happy customers, we're still looking toward the horizon. It's all driven by you. You're at the center of our business. We're looking forward to the next 40 years to make connections, build relationships, and enjoy the milestones of life with you. Come and celebrate with us. Here's to the next 40 years, driven by you. Welcome to the Toyota Halftime.
Welcome inside Oracle Arena with Paul, Jalen, and Chauncey. I'm Michelle. The Portland Trailblazers clearly hearing everything you guys had to say in the pregame as we are being treated to some violin hip-hop kind of thing going on. Tonight's Going Places brought to you by Toyota. Chauncey, and I want to start with you because the laundry list was something that you have for the Portland Trailblazers too, Jalen. What did you want and what have they done?
Well, as we see Dame Dollar get going later in the second half, the guy that drove the narrative the entire first half was backcourt mate C.J. McCollum. The not-so-lost art of the mid-range as he goes into his bag right there. And here you see the walk-in-the-park pull-up jumper. The guy that closed out the Denver Nuggets in Game 7 showed up in the first half and led the way. They're up 15.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to overreact to the Game 1 loss. Knowing that they didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this Warriors team, they made some very critical adjustments. Not just with game concepts, but mindset. They really did. Look at how they trapped these two guys, trapped the Splash Brothers every single time, making them make tough decisions, living with whatever else the other guys on the team can come up with. But this is the kind of intensity that they needed to play with, and I'm happy to see they played very well all around.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Chauncey. It was a mindset, and that's what I said before the game. They really picked it up on D. They're trapping step a lot more, and they're defending the three. First game, Warriors got whatever they want from three, and on the flip side, they're knocking down their threes. So, that's the perfect storm for them. If they can defend the three and knock down some of their open threes, then they should win this game. And now that we see Dame, he's figured something out. He's figured out the defense. He said, you know what? I'm not going to try to dribble through your traps. I'm just going to shoot from long range. And he's hot from 35 feet.
Did you say something about Dame? Did you say something about long range? Absolutely. In the second quarter, he finally got himself going. Woo. And Dame Dollar turned into logo Lillard. Look at this, Chauncey Billups, as he froze the defense. Nice and patient, under control. Once it gets his shoulder square, he might just pull up from anywhere. They call that a heat check, ladies and gentlemen. On the road, the Portland Trailblazers playing well in the first half.
Very different than what we saw in Game 1. C.J. McCollum in the first half.
3J McCollum right there.
Oh, I see what you did. Write that down. That was good.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Not much here, except the usual.
What if we spice things up a bit? Alexa.
What if we turn it up a notch?
What if we go off the map?
The all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
There are those who see the challenges facing the nation and say, send me. They fight for country. They fight for honor. They fight to win. Do you have what it takes? Find out at GoArmy.com/warriors.
It's a good thing you kept your fire extinguisher up to date. Don't worry about the smoke damage. I can help.
What'd you do to your kitchen?
What did you do to my kitchen?
I ain't do nothing. It's easy to, that's not me. I can, like, he has a beard just like me, you know, like, I mean, the beard is pretty dope, you know, honestly.
Are you serious right now?
That's not me.
James, that's you.
Wow, we did it. We built the fastest network for the latest iPhone.
And the iPhone XR with the Retina display that makes everything look incredible.
It's like the perfect couple. You know, the ones who look great in every picture.
Like the ones who always make me feel like a before photo. Zoe and Chris.
Hey, guys. Hey, Zoe and Chris. How fun is that?
Yeah.
AT&T has the fastest network for the latest iPhone. Get the mind-blowing iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing.
The 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's is back. Choose from some of your all-time favorites.
So good! How good!
It's time to celebrate because 2 for $5 mix and match is back.
Amazon's got everything you need for your home, garden, and more. Find low prices and free shipping on millions of items when you shop summer at Amazon.
Sports fans are gearing up at NBAstore.com, the official store of the NBA, with officially licensed fan gear from the most trusted brands like Nike. Unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Visit NBAstore.com today. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Welcome back to the Toyota Halftime.
After the game, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Post-game reactions from his legs, breaking it all down. Tiger, he's playing golf again. It's the championship tonight, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Steph Curry. I don't really know that you need to tell Steph much, quite frankly. He's getting his job done. 19 first-half points.
They better guard Steph Curry. He's going to need some help. Looney and Draymond strolled up. They're going to need more people to come to the party.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Summer's here, and with a great deal on a new Toyota, you can do all the things that make the season so much fun. Like go biking, Mother's Day, glamping, graduations, music festivals, motocross, zip lining!
What makes an amazing deal even better? How about that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Introducing new Sprite Lemonade.
Yeah!
It's the cool, crisp taste of Sprite with just a splash of lemonade. Just a splash makes all the difference.
Speed. The faster it goes, the faster we make it go. Until one day at Verizon, we went beyond speed. With 5G ultra-wideband, we are now entering a new era where you can live, work, and play in real time for the first time ever. 5G is now in your hands. Be first to real time with Verizon 5G ultra-wideband. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S10 5G on Verizon.
To the top non-stop. Place a mash up when the tune them drop. Turn it up low to the top non-stop. Tap, tap, tap. Whole place back from the front to the back.
Bacardi, do what moves you.
Crescent Crown Distributing is one of the top beer distributors in the United States. We have very tight time windows, so getting our orders in on time is crucial to our business. With Cox Business, it's really the speed and the reliability that helps us hit our time windows. We've had an excellent partnership with Cox Business, and I absolutely love the fact that they have a local presence in our Arizona and Louisiana markets. The internet and the circuits that we get from Cox Business is absolutely crucial.
Short on cash? At Jack Furrier's, our credit card offers 6 months to pay and no interest. Our financing offers instant approval and low down payments, and you can apply online. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, voted Tucson's best tire store.
If you're behind on your mortgage payments, being threatened with foreclosure, have been denied a loan modification, or been the victim of a predatory loan, it's critical that you call Homeowners Relief Line now. New laws are in effect that may save your home.
Disney's Aladdin in theaters May 24th, rated PG, and see wishes come true in the Western Conference Finals.
Welcome back, Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, presented by Google Nest. Well, Golden State playing without Kevin Durant for the third consecutive playoff game, but he's here at Oracle offering his emotional support. His team right now needs it. They're down by 15 as we get set for the third quarter. Hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand. We'll check in with Doris in just a moment. What a turnaround for Portland.
They played a great game. I mean, they were terrific. To me, it was the discipline on both sides of the floor. Put them in position to be up 15 going into the third.
And Google Nest with the assistance. We look at the backcourt. That has been absolutely fabulous in Game 2.
They were. They shot it well. Most importantly, they took care of the ball here. Great spacing, great skill. Little sidestep three by McCollum. And then Lillard's first basket. Look how far he is, and that's well defended, but it rattles home. And then once again, this is excellent defense, but just superior skill and offense.
And you look at McCollum get off to the hot start. Lillard didn't score until about midway through the second, but he was distributing the ball beautifully.
6 assists, no turnovers.
And to me, more importantly, his spirit was right. He had the right mentality, not pouting as a superstar.
All right, let's check in with Doris.
Mike, I talked to Steve Kerr. He seemed very disappointed. I said, what's most concerning, the 11 threes or something else? He said, to be honest with you, he said, we talked about this for 2 days. We were facing an angry team who was far more motivated. He said, this is how the NBA works. We're fighting human nature. We've got to up our intensity, guys.
Well, they call it the Game 2 trap as McCollum knocks down another. You know, before the series started, Steve Kerr said there's an energy about the Blazers. They're so connected and they believe in themselves. But that wasn't there in game one. And Kerr even said part of it was the scheduling. They had played that game Sunday, the quick turnaround, the emotional win against Denver. All the emotional, all the energy is here so far tonight in game two. Offensive rebound sets up. Steph Curry for three. His third three-pointer.
The initial defense is really good, but those offensive rebounds, Thompson got a three late in the second quarter. Curry to start it off here in the third. Those are backbreakers.
Kevon Looney starting the second half. Bogut started the first. Ball deflected, but a whistle on a foul. As we send it back to Doris.
Mike, we saw some footage of Kevin Durant greeting his teammates as they made their way back to the locker room. The Warriors released a statement in the first quarter of this basketball game essentially saying that he has shown some progress since beginning his rehabilitation 1 week ago, but he is not yet ready to advance to on-court work. At this time, the plan is for both players, he and DeMarcus Cousins, to be reevaluated in 1 week, Mike. So that means after tonight, a minimum of 3 more games missed for both men.
Thank you, Doris. Those calf injuries can linger. They are so tough to come back from. Draymond Green threw out. By the way, that last foul on Draymond Green, his third, so he has 3. Harkless has 3. Durant was leading the NBA playoffs in scoring, was just on an incredible run before straining that calf in the third quarter of Game 5 against the Rockets. Curry switches on Lillard. There's Looney with the help. Shot clock down to 6. Pass deflected.
But no kick call.
That's what Lillard's arguing. They're going to say yes. I think they're going to reset the shot clock.
And they start Looney in this half.
Clearly a kick.
But in response to their lethargic start in the first half, they start Looney instead of Bogut here in the third quarter.
And one thing that McCollum and Lillard is doing, they're doing much more effective than they did in game one. They're extending the play. They're being trapped. They're constantly taking the trap, extending it, forcing help to, contain them and get into their spots. It's a better read offensively. Those guys are being much more aggressive.
Well, they switch where they're going to inbound the ball. Now in the front court, Portland cannot go in the back court. There's the double team. That's a great on-ball defense from Klay Thompson. Lillard, though, creates some space. Can't get at the ball. Draymond Green, the rebound, is 7-4. Thompson, quick release. The rebound goes to Harkless. The Aminus, the Harkless, the Hoods, all contributing to that hot start for Portland in that first half. Harkless across the lane and got fouled. Iguodala and Looney converge on him, and it's going to go against Looney.
And I like this if I'm either guy. This is outstanding defense by Klay Thompson. And if I'm Portland, I like the aggressiveness and the look that ultimately Damian Lillard got. But that's picture-perfect defense.
Harkless 8 points in that first half. Detail with Kobe Bryant on ESPN Plus this week. Kobe breaks down Warriors forward Draymond Green's multi-dimensional play. Start your free trial of ESPN Plus today by downloading the ESPN app or visiting ESPNplus.com. Harkless, second straight game of these conference finals. He's in double figures. Just 10 points tonight. Lead back to 16. Thompson. Andre Iguodala sets up. That three-pointer off the mark. Cantor with a rebound. And Emil can't control it on the outlet pass. Golden State gets it back.
But that's a poor decision by Cantor, not reading the cheat up for the steal by Iguodala, but also who are you outletting it to? You're outletting it to Aminu instead of either McCollum or Lillard.
And that's off of an outstanding job being done by Cantor on that possession defensively.
Curry fakes the three, one dribble, fires, and hits. 4 of 8 from downtown. He's got 25 already. Lillard stolen by Looney. Looney falls on Lillard, ahead to Curry. Curry with a two-pointer, that's good. And a timeout quickly called by Portland, but Lillard is shaken up. Diving for the ball, Kevon Looney landed right on top of him. And Golden State on a mini run.
NBA Conference Finals on ESPN, presented by Google Nest, is brought to you by Disney's new movie, Aladdin. On May 24th, experience a whole new world with Aladdin, the Princess and the Lamb. Disney's Aladdin, starring Will Smith, in theaters everywhere May 24th. And Toyota, let's go places.
What do they call you? Street Rabbit. Hey, Master.
Prince.
Man, what's your name?
I'm kidding.
Disney's Aladdin, rated PG, May 24th. Tickets on sale now.
Every time a vacation day interrupts a work day, a Corona gets its line. Every time your favorite getaway is a block away. And every time the last thing you want to do is leave, a Corona gets its line.
They've said a lot of things about Toni Harris. They said she was too slow, too weak. They said she'd never get to the next level. Yeah, people have made a lot of assumptions about Toni.
But I've never been a big fan of assumptions.
And neither have we. Introducing the hybrid that will shatter perceptions. The all-new, built-for-speed RAV4 hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
We invited people to a Spicy Nuggets taste test.
It's just the right amount of spice. All right. Is that a joke? There's no nuggets in there either. They don't even have spicy chicken nuggets. This is a one-man race, you know?
Get 10 spicy nuggets for $1.49 only. We mean only at Burger King.
Remember that degree you got in taxation? Of course you don't, because you didn't. Your job isn't doing hard work. It's making them do hard work and getting paid for it.
Snap and sort your expenses to save over $4,600 at tax time. QuickBooks, backing you.
Charmin Ultra Soft.
It's softer than ever. Charmin Ultra Soft is twice as absorbent, so you can use less. And it's softer than ever, so it's harder to resist.
Okay, this is getting a little weird.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Damian Lillard stays in the game for Portland after being shaken up when Kevon Looney landed on him. Lillard, who came into this game saying, I just have to be better. Struggled in game one. He's had a strong game two. McCollum, double team in a perfect spot. Gets it out to Aminu. Finds the shoot. Back to Harkless. Harkless, the contested shot blocked by Looney. Harkless knocks it up. Going to Curry, holds on. Curry to Thompson. Thompson for three.
The traps of the pick and roll are much more aggressive, and Looney has made a huge difference to start this second half.
McCollum, contested shot that time. Looney with a rebound. Looney 7 points, 4 4 rebounds, couple of assists, block shot. Now with the ball against Cannon. Thompson gets away from Cannon. Wide open for 3. Got it! And we saw them so disciplined in the first half. That time, Thompson gets rid of the basketball and relocates. Poor job by Lillard, not making multiple efforts. Damian Lillard, pull up. Can't get at the ball. Iguodala leading the break. Iguodala to the basket, stops, kicks it back out. Curry fakes. Curry fires. Looney, another offensive rebound. Inside the Draymond Green, backs it home. Timeout, Portland. 13 straight points. It's a 3-point game.
Never a dull night. Take this. There it is. How much for the bolt cutters? You're paying for breakfast.
The greater than ever Corolla. Let's go places.
Check this. Get up.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice. You, get him. I got Giannis. You sure? I switched to Metro, so I'm covered coast to coast. I seen all your games. I know all your moves. Smart. Maybe I should grab someone else. That's also smart.
Make the smart move to Metro. Switch the family to a network that covers 99% of people and save $1,200 a year versus the big guys. Metro. That's genius.
I think I found my dream car.
It turns out they want me to start next month. She can stay with you to finish her senior year.
Things will be tight, but we can make this work.
Now.
Grandpa, what about your dream car?
This is my dream now.
Principal, we can help you plan for that.
Sonic's new Red Bull Slushes. We took a crowd favorite and combined it with another crowd favorite. It's sure to be a crowd favorite. Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull Slushes. Half price during happy hour.
I need a zero.
I'm holding out for a zero for my next ride. I gotta say fast.
And it's gonna be mine.
Tell me where do I sign?
It's AutoNation's Super Zero event. Just zero down drives a new 2019 Honda Accord. $299 a month. Sign and drive.
There's zero time to waste.
At AutoNation Honda.
When did you lose control? Was it when you became a number and not a person? Or was it when you accepted that this is just the way things are? Truth is, you didn't lose control. You gave it up. Because you have a choice. You can make them too big to fail and fail to belong to something bigger. Or you can put your money where your values lie and make your community too strong to fail. The choice is yours. Or are you going to give that up too?
It's a vintage Golden State run, Mark. Get it done on the defensive end, and the defense ignites offense. Unselfish plays, Curry finding Thompson. How about Thompson? Moving without the basketball. Gives it up, so effective at relocating. Knocks down the shot. Then offensive rebound, the unselfish find from Iguodala to Green. Warriors on a 13-0 run. Climbing back into this ball. How can Portland weather the storm? To help, he stepped on the backcourt. Rodney Hood gets inside, flips it up, shot short, rebound Green. Here's Thompson. Thompson to the basket, reverse, can't get the ball.
They're so aggressive in their trapping. The bigs are going to have to, instead of setting screens, slip out of some to try to create some 4-on-3 advantages.
Pass inside Harkless. Difficult catch inside. And Harkless able to finish.
Give the Warriors credit. They have elevated the level of intensity on the defensive end, and it has made a difference.
Steph Curry. Back up top to Looney. Zach Collins back in for the Portland Trailblazers. Curry the drive gets it inside to Iguodala. That's 5 assists for Curry to go along with 27 points. Willard's looking. Collins sets the screen. Pass on to Collins, 5 to shoot. Collins puts it on the floor, dribbling off his leg, out of bounds. 10th turnover for Portland.
Last possession, we see the greatness of Steph Curry. Don't minimize him just to a shooter. Comes off, drops off the feed. It's good offense. Getting Iguodala involved in an easy one.
Damian Jones comes in. Looney gets a nice ovation, well-deserved, as he goes to the bench.
Coach, they go to Damian Jones because you can stick with the game plan as far as trapping the pick and roll.
And the Warriors are clearly the aggressors at both ends in this half, just like Portland was in the first half.
Draymond Green, backdoor Thompson gets inside, blocked for the foul. Zach Collins blocked it. He's not happy with the call. As Thompson will shoot free throws.
Well, again, the Warriors throw the ball into the post just to ignite action, and a good give, go, catch. And that's a great reaction by Zach Collins and a great challenge.
An awful defense.
4 fouls in 7 minutes for Collins. Thompson hits that upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow night on ESPN2 NBA Draft Combine, powered by Under Armour at 3 Eastern. Friday on TNT, Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Bucks and Raptors, 8:30 Eastern. And then Saturday on ESPN, we'll have Game 3 of this series from Portland. 17 points for Thompson.
And one thing that can be effective, Coach, with all this trapping of the pick and roll is maybe give a small pick and roll where there's a smaller guy setting the screen on Lillard on the post.
A 17-point lead has been cut to long. Hood way outside.
They blew the whistle. They stopped the play on the baseline.
Right before the shot attempt. And they'll take it out of bounds.
But the demeanor's got to change. Hard driving, hard cutting. Getting an offensive rebound.
Hood backdoor inside. Missed it for foul. And if that's Draymond Green, that will be his fourth. And that's the hard drive to the basket there from Hood that you talked about, Jeff.
Well, this is a nice little cut. Good reaction by Green. And you have to go strong on that. And he did.
4 fouls now on Draymond Green.
And while they're shooting the free throw, Draymond Green looks over to the bench, looks to Steve Kerr and says, "Don't take me out. I'm fine. Allow me to play with these 4 fouls." And sometimes, as a coach, you say, "Okay, I'm going to leave you in." Sometimes you ignore that player and send the sub in.
That's a great catch by our incredible camera crew. 9 points for Hood in 11 minutes off the bench. Portland back up by 3. Green with the ball fake. Drives inside. Lays it in. That was beautiful.
Great offense. Awful defense.
McCollum the ball fake. Leans in. Gets away from Curry. Shot short. And Jones the rebound. How about Jones getting some big minutes here in Game 2? Pass goes back, deflected by Harkless. Klay Thompson right back up into Lillard. C.J. McCollum squeaks inside and lays it up and in. Boy, what a tough shot from McCollum. He's got 20.
That was good transition offense. Got it from one side of the floor to the other. Quick action, which allowed C.J. McCollum to turn the corner. And as you said, slither and squeak through a small gap for a nice finish.
It's us, millennials.
Hey, we all worked hard in school, but then we got to pay back an obscene amount of student loans. So, buying a house? Paying for a wedding? Meanwhile, our parents paid for school by waiting tables. It's just not right. But refinance your student loans with SoFi and you can save thousands. And get your dreams right. Fast, easy, and all online. Get your money right with SoFi.
Plants capture CO2. What if other kinds of plants captured it too? We could help lower emissions if industrial plants could be a little more like plants.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. I'm coming in. Coming in hot. Coming in. Hey, I'm coming in hot.
Back here at Game 2, I want to say congratulations to the new WNBA Commissioner, Kathy Engelbert. Ending her 4-year term as the CEO of Deloitte, the first woman to lead a Big Four professional services firm. She's been around basketball her whole life, was the captain of Lehigh, the basketball team there, played for Muppet McGraw, the Hall of Famer. The 23rd season of the WNBA going to tip off. Our coverage begins on ABC May 25th. As Bell gets hit in the face. It's probably going to be 5 fouls on Collins.
What a perfect time to lead the WNBA. It's as good as it's ever been.
Yeah, disappointed that the great Breonna Stewart had that Achilles injury, but a lot of star players. I think somebody from Minnesota, which star from Minnesota is taking the year off?
Maya Moore.
She's doing
taking
something else, I think.
Yes, she's taking it a well-deserved time off. Wish her nothing but the best. Looking forward to seeing her again.
Well, so Bell will go to the line. Collins picked up his 5th foul in 8 minutes. Got a little bit shaken up. Collins has been in the wrong place for a long time, a couple of times. And there's clearly the foul. Collins going to sit down. Harkless back in. Boy, a very small lineup for Portland right now. Harkless, the tallest guy out there, also small. Jordan Bell's the tallest guy out there for Golden State.
It can't hurt you if you're Portland. The only way it does is if you're not committed to rebound the basketball. Other than that, I like the lineup that they have on the floor.
Good ball denial. Ball deflected again. Great hands and another turnover. Thompson for 3. That's good. Golden State back in front. Turner momentarily quiets the crowd.
And I like running pick and rolls with Jerebko's man. He doesn't have the same length and activity as Jordan Bell.
Jerebko back to Thompson. Thompson hot here in his 3rd quarter. Puts it on the floor, drives to the basket, lays it up and in. He's got 13 points in the period, and we still have 3 minutes to play.
Good job by Thompson, not falling in love with that 3-point line, putting his head down and making a play.
C.J. McCollum comes right back.
Well, Coach, if you're Portland, you got to play better defense than that. The defense that they've played this half has been absolutely awful.
They're back on their heels.
Bell inside, lays it up, and Mr. Butler taps. Bell with 8 points off the bench. Rodney Hood wide open. Nails a 3-pointer. Rodney Hood with a second 3. He's in double figures again.
Good job by McCollum, stretching it, the pick and roll action, creating that opportunity.
Bell down low.
Murray got away with the travel in the backcourt.
They want a foul on Bell down this end. Sean Livingston's going to check in. And Klay Thompson will sit down. Thompson with 13 of his 22 here in the 3rd quarter. Portland had a great first half. They scored 65 points in the opening 2 quarters, but just 17 here in the 3rd. As Golden State defense swarming. Lillard way downtown.
Not a good shot. Had wide open lane to get a better shot.
Curry draws the foul on Turner, who's pleading for a travel. It's going to be 3 free throws for Steph Curry.
And the threat that Steph Curry is coming off those pick and rolls at the three-point line forces the contact by Evan Turner. He comes off, he has the ability to take that shot. So Turner lunges, and that's clearly contact.
Curry hits another. He's now taken 76 free throws in the playoffs. He's missed 4. Steph Curry had the 33 points in the second half of Game 6 in a clincher against the Rockets. Had 36 points in Game 1 as his brother sets to check back in. And if he hits this free throw, he's got 30 already here in Game 2.
He's elevated his game in the absence of Kevin Durant. He has certainly took it upon himself to lead this team offensively and has not disappointed. Playing like the true MVP that he is.
The Splash Brothers have combined for 24 points in this third quarter. Golden State back up 2, under 2 to play. Lillard inside, gets it back off the deflection. Harassed and stolen by Bell. Livingston to Bell. Just mishandled it, but Livingston right back. Curry for 3. Durant on the offensive board. McKinney tries a 3. Got it. Damian Lillard nails an important three-pointer.
It's a big shot, but if I'm Lillard, I've got to be better when I'm being trapped. Being careless with the basketball and not making the right play.
Bell back to Curry. Curry off the dribble. Throws it up off the glass. Missed it. Rebound McKinney. And a whistle. They'll wave it off. Going to be a foul call against Golden State. I think it's against Curry. That's his second. Curry runs back, wants to look, see up on the big screen. Lillard will bring it across the court. Final minute, third quarter.
Somehow Portland's got to adjust where they become the aggressor again.
There's a foul on McKinney. Golden State in the penalty. That's the 15th foul, so Lillard will shoot free throws.
That's part of the adjustment. If I'm Damian Lillard or C.J. McCollum, I don't need a screen to create no. There's no guy in the world, not just in this game, but in the world that can guard me one-on-one. That should be the mentality.
Damian Lillard, 13 points. He's hit 4 of 7 from three-point range. He has 8 assists.
You're on the big stage, and this is one-on-one. McKinney defending you, be aggressive. Force the issue, and he's going to the line. That's got to be the mentality the rest of the way.
There was a 22-point turnaround here in the third quarter. Portland was up by 17. Golden State went on one of those runs, led by as many as 5, but it's tied again. Curry against Hood. Behind the back, off the dribble, in the lane. Shot won't go. Bell on the follow. Jordan Bell with 10 points.
They're so small right now. Any help leads to Jordan Bell just running shot off the board.
Turner tied up. Back out to Lillard. McKinney gets up into him. Once again, McKinney fouled. Lillard's aggressiveness drawing that personal foul.
It all starts with dribble penetration. Harkless, the biggest guy on the floor, comes to help. No one puts a body on Jordan Bell, and he is, as the rest of the Warriors are, absolutely feasting on second shot.
Bell played sporadic minutes early in these playoffs as Lillard hits that, but played 11 important minutes Game 6 against Houston, 11 more minutes Game 1 against Portland, and having his best playoff outing here in 2019 tonight.
I like the substitution by Steve Kerr. You never know how close this game will be down the stretch. Gets his offensive guy, Klay Thompson, back into the game. And if I'm Portland, you got to realize you haven't found a give in this situation.
Lillard hits a pair. Damian Lillard. Now it's 17. We're tied. Shot clock turned off, as Mark mentioned. Found a give here for Portland. Curry, long distance three. Put the rebound and will not get a shot off in time as a wild third quarter comes to an end. Golden State outscores Portland 39-24. We head to the fourth quarter of game 2. It's all tied.
Summer's here, and with a great deal on a new Toyota, you can do all the things that make the season so much fun. Like go biking, Mother's Day, glamping, graduation, music festivals, motocross, zip lining!
What makes an amazing deal even better? How about that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Setting the tone for the team. That's what I embraced. Hustling, doing the dirty work. Chocolate milk has protein, carbohydrates, and it tastes great. Everything that I need to recover after a hard workout.
The 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's is back. Choose from some of your all-time favorites.
So good! How good!
It's time to celebrate because 2 for $5 mix and match is back.
Here's tonight's AT&T best performers. It's the Splash Brothers.
In the third quarter, wide open, time and again. Portland's defense, great in the first half, lacking here in the third quarter. The ball movement, the relocation, and the purest strokes in the game.
3, 2,
1.
And away we go. Yeah. John Wick Chapter 3. Rated R tonight.
With Verizon Up, we won Luke Bryan tickets.
Why Myrna chose Verizon.
There's an area just for Verizon Up members. It made me feel like a celebrity.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like big savings on our best phones when you switch. That's Verizon.
Building a better bank starts with looking at something old and saying, really? So we built Capital One Cafes with savings and checking accounts you can open from here in 5 minutes. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Almost time for me to go.
Well, what if I
Drove me home.
What if we lost track of time?
What if we took a leap of faith?
What if you...
Miss my flight next week?
The all-new RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Gangs are forming to liberate tacos from Tuesday. Whatever gang you roll with, it's time to fight for tacos any night. Get Taco Bell party packs delivered to your gang.
A can't miss television event. All in the Family and the Jeffersons Live with Woody Harrelson, Wanda Sykes, Jamie Foxx, Marissa Tomei, and so many more. Live in front of a studio audience Wednesday on ABC.
Welcome back to the Western Conference Finals presented by Google Nest with Steve Kerr. How much of that success in that quarter, Steve, was an apparent change in disposition?
That's all it was. You know, we didn't play hard in the first half, not hard enough. They played with desperation, as they should. And then second half or third quarter, we finally brought that same level.
Your trapping clearly had an effect, but what else will be important in the fourth?
We've got to take care of the ball and continue to rebound. They're a great offensive rebounding team, but, you know, we got ourselves back in it. We're at home, so just got to go execute.
Thank you.
All right, Doris, all tied up as we begin the fourth. Klay Thompson lines it up. Shot short. Rebound. goes to Turner in game 1. It was only a 6-point lead for Golden State to start the fourth. And this unit, led by the bench, is Rodney Hood, comes it up and misses. Took a 6-point lead and put it up to 12 before the starters came in from Golden State. That was critical in game 1. Livingston foul, and it was Bell, Livingston, Cook, and Jerebko, along with Klay Thompson, who had 12 points in the fourth quarter of game 1. There's Leonard back in for Portland with Turner, Lillard, Curry, and Hill. McCollum's on the bench right now, as we saw Curry is as well. Thompson to Jerebko. Jerebko sits way off. Lillard the rebound. Lillard pulls back. Good job for Bell. Turner goes to Jerebko, blocks the shot, and gets the rebound. He's given this team a quality minutes every time he's been called upon thus far in the playoffs. Again, sporadic minutes, but impactful ones. Cook to Bell. Bell goes down hard on a foul from Leonard. He'll shoot 2. Getting a nice ovation from the crowd. Jordan Bell, the second-year player out of Oregon, second-round pick. Nice little pocket pass delivery from Quinn Cook, putting Bell in position. That's just nothing blatant about that. That's just a foul and good energy from Bell. Bell had good moments as a rookie, including some good playoff moments last year. He had 10 points in Game 3 of the finals, but this year, it's been an up-and-down year. Part of it is some new players, and there's just guys playing ahead of him. Part of it's inconsistency of a young player. But he is now performing in the biggest games of the year. And part of it, he's got to own. I've got to be better to put myself in position to get more playing time.
But not necessarily to have to do more, but just do what I do best more often.
Turner can't get to the ball. Cook the rebound. Cook launches a 3.
I'm Damian Lillard. I got to take over this game. I've got to be more aggressive. I'm not going down with somebody else trying to take over.
Lillard drills right on cue. Nails the long three-pointer. That's his 5th three-pointer of the night. Thompson, 2-point attempt. And Leonard the rebound.
So sometimes the great ones have to say enough is enough. Put the kids to bed and take over.
Tries again. Tries to draw the foul. As Bell the rebound.
It was a landing area non-call or call into the quarter with Curry and then with Lillard.
Cook had a big role, hit a couple of big threes in game 1 as C.J. McCollum gets set to check back in. We played 2.5 here on the boards. We're still tied. Leonard, Curry, Hood fakes. Curry tries a 3. Seth Curry drills it. That's his 2nd three-pointer. And Portland with a 3-point advantage. Livingston, an excellent low post-up player. A smaller guy on him. Thompson drives. Nice adjustment as he banks it home.
This half, Golden State has done a great job just going by Portland off the dribble.
Lillard doubled. Leonard, he can shoot the 3. Not that time. Klay Thompson calling for it. Lillard guarding him. Thompson off 1 foot. Lillard, nice feed inside. Leonard with the flush. 9th assist for Damian Lillard, and Portland back up by 3.
Much better action. The half-court set. Great find from Lillard.
And Steve Kerr wants to call timeout.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Instead of standing them down, playing pick and roll, little catch, let it roll to the rim. Outstanding delivery from Lillard.
we have ourselves a ball game. Blazers up 3.
NBA Conference Finals on ESPN, presented by Google Nest, is brought to you by Hyundai, Pizza Hut, no one out-pizzas the Hut, and Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Coors Light is cold packaged. For peak refreshment. The world's most refreshing beer, Coors Light.
Looking to make your SUV's blind spots less blind? Well, look no further than the Hyundai Tucson with available blind spot collision warning. It sees things you might not and alerts you to avoid a collision. Knock, knock. The Tucson, one of Hyundai's 10 IIHS top safety picks. The longer you look, the more there is to life.
Right now, get 0% APR for 72 months on the award-winning Tucson, Kona, and Santa Fe. Only from Hyundai.
Stay away, don't rest your head while the moon drifts in the skies. Stay away, don't close your eyes. Peekaboo, I'm gone. I need Captain Snowball for a top secret rescue. Oh, it's just this weird little guy. Ow!
The first step of not being afraid is acting like you're not afraid.